So here our goal is like configuration of VPNs, virtual private network, and we'll start some GRE VPNs, and after then we'll move to the IPSec VPN. Then we'll move to the DM VPN. In DM VPN, we have a phases like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. This series is entire VPN series. So here in this lab today, I'll make the basic reachability of from 192, 168, 10.1. This is the LAN prefixes, and this LAN prefix to different LAN prefixes. I'll make the reachability. I'll show you the how we'll make the reachability first, and we'll remove from here reachability, and we'll create a tunnels, and with VPN tunnels will make a reachability on different different branches. So here we have like branch one. You can assume like it's our hub location, and these all are the spoke locations. These all are the spoke sites. Spoke 1, spoke 2, and spoke 3. So before that, we'll make a reachability, then we will move to the step by step. So I'll start quick configurations. This router configuration, I have taken router 1, and I'll start the configuration. So first we'll configure LAN interface. Configure interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1, and we'll give the IP address of LAN interface, that is the gateway for our LAN users. No shutdown. By default, router ports are shut down state. So we have to use no shutdown command, then only they will come up. So IP address of WAN interface 11.1.1.1, and I'll use for branch routers IP series is 1, and for hub, so ISP part, I'll take a 2 of this. So for this, I'll take a IP address for 2, 11.1.1.2, and this for this interface 12.1.1.2, and this interface 13.1.1.2, and 14.1.1.3 for branch 4. Quick configuration. Enable. Wait for a while. We'll do later. We'll configure on router 2, that is branch 2. Interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1. It's LAN interface IP address of 192.168.20.1, and subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown for it, and exit from here, and configure interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 WAN interface IP address is 12.1.1.1 and 255.255.8, and no shutdown for it, and close this, and router 3. Enable config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0, and IP address is for 13.1.1.1 and 255.255.255.0, and no chat, and exit from here, and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1, So LAN interface IP address is 192.168.30.1, 255, and shutdown for it. Click from here. Do show IP interface brief. Check IP scheme, and that's it for this router for timing. Now router 4, enable config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1. LAN interface is IP addresses 192.168.40.1 and 255.255.255.0. This lab configuration is setup we are doing now. It's for every lab, same setup will be happening. Interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 for this series, for VPN series. IP address is 192.162 for say WAN interface 14.1.1.2 for the branch routers. Now check. So for ISP router, it's ISP router and config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. IP address is 192. 11.1.1.2 and 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown and exit from here. Interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and IP address is here 12.1.1.2 and 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown, no shut it and exit from here and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 by 0 for 1 by 0 and IP address is for 13.55.255.255.0 and no shutdown. Exit from here and one more router interface fast Ethernet 0 by 2 by 0 and IP address for that 14.1.1.2 or 255.0 and no shutdown. And check this whole interface. So IP interface brief command will check. So fast Ethernet 0 by 0, the IP address, and fast Ethernet 0 by 1 is IP address, branch 2 connectivity, and so branch 3 router connectivity, and branch 4. All the ports are up. If you want to ping, yes, you can ping it. Ping. So sometimes we are facing the duplex mismatch. So no issue. If we don't want to see this kind of things, config no CDP log mismatch will be duplexes. Now get those likes show even though CDP neighborship, if you want to check, show CDP neighbor, you can check it, no issue. CDP neighbor is there, but logs we haven't because it will be used the CPU utilization. So config terminal, sorry, will ping test will do the ping or every interface. So 11.1.1.1. So 12.1.1.1. So branch 2 and 13.1.1.1 and 13.1.1.1. So we configured here reachability done. So here from here to here to here. But if you are trying to reach from router branch 1 to branch 2 edge router, so we cannot able to ping. Can ping 12.1.1.2. So no reachability because in this routing table we don't have that route 12.1.0. This prefix we don't have. So what we will do? So by default, edge router to ISP will configure default route. So if you want to check show IP route, we don't have route. So we have to make a reachability from edge to edge. Then tunnel will be established. We'll do the some commands. We'll create this some tunnels and likewise. But basic reachability from here to here we need because this edge routes LAN users how to communicate these LAN users through tunnel. They have to communicate tunnel. Those are the VPN tunnels. We'll create later on sessions, but now we'll make a reachability from this edge to this edge. For that, then check it here. What I do. So I'll configure here. I default route IP route 0.0.0 and 0.0.0.0. And next hop IP address is 11.1.1.2. This is the command we have to use. And everywhere we'll use the same command. So and R2 also will use, not in R5. I'm not using this command in this router. IP route 12.1.1. Sorry, before that default route we have to hit 12.1.1.2. 3. 13.1.1.2 and R4 router 14.1.1.2. So now you can try it from router 1. Earlier we don't have reachability. We did ping. Yes, now we can ping it. Ping 13.1.1.2. If you want to ping from this router to edge router, edge router to edge router, we can able to ping, yes. Now ping 14.1.1.1. This is the IP address of this router. So the basic reachability we configured, but if you try to ping from edge router end device to end device, we don't have the reachability. So that is what we have to configure the with the basis of VPI IP addresses how we'll configure. So IP here we'll give 192.168.10.10 IP address and default gate subnet mask and default gateway 192.168.10.1. It is checking the IP address. Duplicate IP address are there. So if you show IP, we can check this command. So this is the IP address we configured. And if you want to try to ping gateway 192.168.10.1, yes, we can able to ping it. But if you are trying to ping different host, that it is 20.10, we cannot able to ping because we haven't configured the IP address of there. Sorry, no, I don't want to give this IP address 20. I'll give the IP address for entire devices 20.10. So 20.10 likewise, we'll do some continuous ping. Meanwhile, we'll give the IP address, then we'll check here. So continuous ping is happening. We'll give the IP address side by side. One 192.168.20.10 and /24 and gateway 192.168.20.1 configured. So ping gateway 20.1. So we can able to reach. We'll close this. We'll configure for this PC. IP 192.168.30.10.24 and 192.168.30.1 gateway. IP. And for this PC, branch 4 PC. So IP we haven't configured till. So IP 192.168.40.10 and default gateway is 192.168.40.1. So basic configuration is done. Now still we cannot able to ping. If you want, you can check it. We did continuous ping. So ping is not originated from this device to this device. If you want to make eligibility, you can use the any OSPF, any dynamic routing protocol or static routing protocol or default routing protocol. So we need a routing protocol, but in real time, we will not share our routing information to ISP. So our LAN prefixes, we don't want to share. Why we have to share our LAN prefixes to ISP? So no, we haven't shared our LAN prefixes. We don't need to share the, and here basically what it will be happen here with the basis of public IP addresses only, but here NAT will be used. So what it will be do, basically these private IP addresses are not routable on internet. So we'll use NAT services, network address translation. What it will do, convert from private IP address to public IP address. So if you want to more about NAT, go through the video sections we have. So here what we'll do, now I'll make a reachability from here to here for your understanding purpose. I'll show you. Later I will remove the remove and we'll finish this video and we'll continue with next videos. At router 5, what I'll do, I'll statically I'll config terminal and IP route. So basically this route don't have the prefixes. That is the reason we are not pinging. Show IP route. Before that, I'll show you. These LAN prefixes we don't have the LAN prefix IP addresses 192 series and this 10 dot also we don't have this IP addresses on this routing table which in R4 R5. So we'll statically will configure IP route. Later on, I'll remove this 192.168, 192.168, 10.0, and next to subnet mask. Apart from that, we can use next hop IP address. Sorry, next IP address is 11.1.1.1 for this. And IP route, we can use exit interface also, but I am not using the exit interface. Now 20.0 and 255, 255, 255.0 and 12.1.1.1 next hop IP address. Can check it now. It will be definitely, it will be pinged. So you can check it now. But I don't want to make a reachability likewise from this router to. So now the reachability is likewise. From next hop IP address is gateway. Apart from that, next hop IP address is this interface, and next hop IP address is this one. Then we reach to gateway. So if you want to check, just trace it. So trace it is not working anyway. So the reachability is likewise only. Plus next hop IP address is this one, and next hop IP address is in this one, and apart from that, so we can able to reach. So I don't want likewise the reachability though. So I'll remove that IP route. Then we'll configure VPNs. We'll start to configure VPNs. So here I'll use no commands. So now you can check here, the reachability is gone. So this is all about in this section. So please make subscribe and comment it and like it. Thank you very much.